really, I don't think I should introduce Stefano Carboni because everybody knows he's the director of the W Art Gallery. My main introduction for him is that if I was to generally look around the world, not just simply in Western Australia, and see who are the people who know about Islamic art and who know how Islamic art has shifted across national boundaries and the messages that it communicates and the different forms it takes, I don't think we could find a better person than Stefano. And he's written books, he's given numerous lectures, he's a adjunct professor at the University of Western Australia, and really every time he gives a lecture that we attend, I come back feeling a lot more informed than I ever was. And he does it in a way that I think that in itself is a piece of art. So instead of taking more time, I would like to invite Stefano Carboni to say a few words about what he's done.
Thank you so much, Samina. It's so nice of you, and thank you to the Center for Muslim States and Societies because you're really playing a very important role in the community, not only in the academic community, but in the community in general here in Western Australia. There's a lot of need of this type of institutions around here. So just a couple of words. I had the pleasure to meet Tusif through AFI some time ago, just a few months ago actually, and Tusif came to my office at some point with some of his work, and we started a conversation, and it's really, I'm very pleased that you are able to have an exhibition here at the Lawrence Wilson. I think that Tusif is quite a rare person because he puts together really so much in terms of his artistic skills, his obviously his faith, and by the way, happy Ramadan to everyone tonight. And in Egypt they would say "Kullu sana wa antum tayyibin." So that's a good way to welcome everyone after Iftar. Tusif is one of the present calligraphers that comes from a very long chain of this artistic endeavor that started really very much at the time or shortly after the time of the Prophet Muhammad. So when you talk about calligraphy, you talk in Arabic, you talk about a chain of transmission that goes from the moment in which the new religion, the new state, as well, was established shortly after the death of Muhammad. And the main impetus, it was really the mid of the 7th century was the moment in which Arabic became established as a literary language because the Quran was revealed and there was a need to have a physical realization of the word that was only spoken by the Prophet. And so by about 650, they made an effort to write it down. And this was the beginning of Arabic as a literary language and the beginning of calligraphy as a form of art. Because if you think, Islam spread so fast, and also obviously on the secular side, Damascus became the capital very soon, just in about 680 they were already dominating most of North Africa and the area, and so all the existing buildings, the churches and the temples were turned into mosques, and they needed to have a physical representation of the new Word of God. So that's how calligraphy really became a way of expressing not only the Word but also the beauty of the Word of God. And so that's really, if you ask anyone among in Islamic art, what they consider as the form of art. It's not miniature painting, it's not the ability to make good glass pieces or good ceramic pieces, is the ability to write with the calligraphic skills. So in this case, Tosif is really a representative of this very long chain of transmission, and he has fully mastered, of course, the different types of calligraphy, but it is really the process that is important. The calligraphist is someone who can write the word of God, and so he has, or she has, really a different status, and writing the word of God, of course, is a way to meditate on this. And the works of Tosif, if you have seen them, and you realize how complex they are, you really realize also that it takes a long time for him to create each one of the works. And so, if you think of the process, it's on large pieces of paper that he needs to design on the other side of the paper, on kind of mirror image, so it's like writing in reverse, and then do the paper cutting, and then finishing the work, and have it sandwiched in two pieces of glass, so that it also projects a shadow when it's exhibited. So the process is a very, very long one, and it's almost like that of a Sufi, I suppose, really meditating all the time on what you do and what you like to do. And so, you know, the exhibition, of course, which is also the occasion of this year's Ramadan, has a very strong religious feeling to it. But calligraphy obviously can be anything, and calligraphy developed also in a very secular way. And for example, you know, the tie that I'm wearing here, no one noticed, right? But this is not a religious inscription. It's an inscription. It's the name of a Moroccan sultan, and it's taken from a piece of metal work that was created in 16th century Morocco. So it's not a religious calligraphic piece, but it is a secular one. And calligraphy really is a constant in Islamic art, and really the highest form of art. So in all the debates that go on now about what is contemporary Islamic art, how do we study, the tradition of calligraphy is something that continues, and certainly Tosif is one of the great representatives of this. So I wanted to congratulate you very much on quite a beautiful show, a very moving show as well for those, and it doesn't really matter if you can read Arabic or you can't. Everything in there is written in Arabic. It's only the title of the exhibition that is Fayami Ramadan. It's actually in Urdu, right? But everything that you see there is Arabic, so it has to be pronounced in a proper Arabic way. All right. So again, Tosif, many congratulations, and I'm so pleased to have been invited here to say a few words. Thank you.